Hello and welcome to the machine. My name is Xentokar, and as it stands, I'm new to YouTube. So, I figured one of my first videos should at least be introducing myself to all of you. And by doing that, I'm basically just going to get all of my vices and everything that you probably won't want to watch right out of the way. I do curse, obviously, especially when I'm playing like League of Legends, and there are some terrible players on my team. I will curse and curse and curse. As for other things, some people don't approve of smoking. As it stands, I use a Sahara smoke. This is my coal bowl. Just holds on my ashes. Just make sure that I carry my coals safely so that I don't drop them on my carpet at any one point. Because, you know, burn marks on the carpet is a little difficult to explain to the landlord when you're moving out. But as it stands, I'm currently up, converting my first League of Legends game. But anyway, back to I use a Sahara smoke hookah. It's actually been one of the best hookahs I've personally smoked out of. But as it stands, I'm currently smoking Pharaohs. It's kind of some of the best shisha you can get up here. I like Fumari, but it's a little bit more expensive. It's very juicy, very rich in flavor. But as it stands, I have to smoke. Well, I don't have to. I think I have some Fumari left, but I've got like, let's see, this is a 250 grams. Yeah, so I have 500 grams of Pharaoh smoke. So I kind of want to get through that. But it's actually very tasty. This cherry cola is actually really good. I was pretty impressed by the flavor output that it had. But what I'm smoking right now is actually the kiwi strawberry. And, well, here. Yeah, you can definitely taste a good amount of strawberry with kind of a tinge of kiwi, at least in this one. For coals, I usually use like a Coconara. They're actually some of my favorites, but they don't last super long, and I actually have a pretty deep vortex bowl, so usually to get a full session with 4 guys puffing on it. Oh yeah, and in case you didn't notice, it actually is a 3-hoser with one cough valve, or release valve, pressure valve, whatever you want to call it. But 2 of them have bearings so that I can smoke my hose without having to plug any other hoses. Putting like duct tape on the tips. That's not very classy. I specifically kind of require plastic bearings. Now I know there's going to be some people out there that are going to be like, "Whoa, dude, plastic bearings? Oh my god! Are you so noob at hookah?" No, it's actually because I'm experienced in hookah, and I had a hookah for 4 years, and I will admit that one I didn't take care of too well, and it started to corrode. And then once they start to corrode, as soon as those bearings lock, it is so incredibly hard to pull them back out. So I decided against it. I decided against metal bearings. I will probably go back to metal bearings now that I'm way more consistent with my cleaning of my hookah. I mean, I probably go through three bowls, and then change the water, clean out the whole system, dry it all out. I use air cans to dry it all out, clean it out, dry it out, and then every once in a while I take degreaser, or like not degreaser. It's like an orange soap type thing, and I pretty much just run it through the whole thing, fill up my bathtub, fill it all in, put it all in there, and it pulls that grime and that grit that you get from like the smoke shisha up at the top, and then the juices as they leak down the tube, and then you'll get all that grit and grime and shit all up inside there. So I use like an orange cleaner, like a degreaser type soap, not like chemical degreaser. You don't want to use like brake cleaner or anything in there. I mean, it'll work. And actually, if you have corrosion on the metal bits and you need to get the downstem out, WD-40 works okay, but I actually use like brake cleaner and shit. Breaks it away right away, and then instantly just start rinsing and rinsing and rinsing and rinsing and rinsing, just to make sure you get it all out. But yeah, like a soap cleaner gets all the grime off, and it looked brand spanky new. I mean, brand spanky. So, and I mean, actually, funny story. The bowl up on top, I went so long without cleaning it. Like, I never thought to actually like go through and clean the bowl. Like, every time I changed the shisha, I would run water on it, run water through it, rinse it out, you know, get a different flavor for it. But then as it kept getting smoked and as everything started kind of burning to it, I noticed that it was getting really hard to draw from. Like is actually fairly good. I mean, I was like, to get anything out of it, and I was so confused. I checked my hoses, I checked the downstem, I checked like all the way through it. It was all clean and pulling nice. It was the bowl. There was so much shit on the inside of a Vortex bowl. Kind of goes like this, like that. You put the shisha around a center pillar that has the holes in it, so that the juice, a lot less juice, will just go straight through the holes in the bottom on a regular hookah bowl. It actually has to pull up and then go through the little holes. But, you know, plant material still gets sucked through there. The gunk buildup always gets through there. So, and I didn't quite realize that. Like I said, this was a while back, and I was totally new to hookah. But, and I just didn't realize it. And I kept wondering, why is this getting so hard to pull from? And then suddenly I look at the bowl. 3 of the holes were effectively plugged. 1 was absolutely plugged. 1 was totally plugged. The other 2, I bet you 80% plugged. I mean, there was just plant material covering it. So I was like, oh my god. So I took the LPD, or long pokey device, long pointy device, depending on who you say, from my tongue, and I just kind of jabbed in the hole. And I mean, I got like a pile, like that big around and like that tall, of just shit that fell out of that pillar. And I was like, oh my god, no wonder it's been hard to draw. And the first bowl right after that, I had a full bowl of Fumari White Peach, which is an awesome flavor. It was back to new again, because I had thoroughly cleaned my whole hookah, and after I found that I thoroughly cleaned the bowl. I got beautiful, crisp, clean flavor, thick, voluptuous smoke. It was awesome. It was like buying a brand new hookah bowl and shisha. It was beautiful. So yeah, that's my rig. I've got a GoPro Hero 4, so I'm gonna be recording airsoft matches with my buddies. For airsoft, I currently have a SEMA M14 EBR I have it upgraded with a higher strength spring. I'm going to be putting in a 6.01 millimeter inner barrel, possibly getting a longer inner barrel, and just taking off and just trying to fit something to the end of it so it's protected at least. So I don't just have like that much of an inner barrel sticking out the front of my gun, which kind of look just silly. Other than that, I have an M1911 CO2 powered full blowback. Anyway, this is my 1911. I really can't tell you what brand it was. It's been a while since I purchased this sucker, and it doesn't say anything on it. All it says right here is specifically patented April 20th, 1897, September 9th, 1902, December 19th, 1905, February 14th, February 14th, 1911, August 19th, 1913, Colts, PTFAMFG Co., Hartford, Connecticut, United States, America. But as I said, it's full blowback action. I mean, that's a pretty good slide action. I know a lot of blowback pistols are actually pretty pathetic. You know, the blowback goes back that far, and you barely get a feel. This thing goes all the way back, full slide action, and full release. Full on hammer integrated, which is actually one of my favorite options because there was a match we played where one of my buddies managed to shoot me with his AUG, which annoyingly has almost the same range as my M14. It's got the same barrel length, but I got the spring. So, annoyingly, it has almost the same range. So as I'm shooting down range, he's shooting down range, and he just managed to trace me faster than I could trace him. Happens all the time. Actually, some of you guys might have already watched his videos. His gamer tag is Crimson Haze. He is on PlayStation 4. And he does Destiny live streams. He might be doing some Borderlands live streams, but you know, I don't know. Destiny's kind of his life. But definitely check that out. That's definitely worth watching. He's very good, and he's got kind of a schedule going on, but it's very difficult to keep a schedule when you work full time and you've got other responsibilities. So, but anyway, he was tracing me and managed to take me down. But his mag, it didn't jam. It just ran out of winding, and someone else, one of my teammates, was running up the hill. And his gas pistol, it's actually pretty bad. The clip falls out every once in a while, and it fell out like way far away, and that totally lost that clip. But anyway, he gunned me down, so he ran up, pulled my pistol from my leg holster, turned to shoot my ally, but he never pulled the hammer back. So it didn't do anything. So my ally got the kill on him, and he's like, dude, your pistol doesn't work. And I was just like, it was hilarious. Also, another feature about blowbacks that I absolutely love, because he's got CO2 pistols as well, and it's such a slight difference on that pistol, the difference between actually firing a round and just expelling gas. So you can be like, and just trace someone and know you should have hit them, but they never got hit because you weren't shooting anything. This, when I run out of ammo, locks back. Drop mag, throw another one in, release, ready to go. Hammer's pulled back, ready to go again. Love that on this gun. So it literally is one of my favorite airsoft guns I've ever had. As for other interests, I love driving. I would love to be a racer. However, financially, that's just not feasible. I literally can't afford to even have a third car, let alone get it ready for even like stock car races. I just don't have the money to pour into something like that. But as currently, I drive a 2001 Subaru Legacy GT 2.5 manual, which is actually a lot of fun to drive. It's not the fastest car. It's fast for a 4-door sedan. It's fast for a 4-door sedan, which isn't fast. I mean, that just isn't fast. It's not like a double X STI, which is like rocket fast in comparison. But get me on a dirt road, I can maintain 50 miles an hour on a pretty windy road. It's got the Subaru traction, I've got great tires on it, and I know how to throw the manual around to keep the tires spinning when I want them or get the grip when I want them. So, you know, you throw me onto a dirt road that has decent windings, I could... Actually, there's one road where I think I averaged 68 miles an hour, something like that, which was fast. I actually almost hit a big black SUV doing that. And the only thing I could do was just crank it over the side and go through the bean field. I know that farmer must have been pissed. But it was literally like, shit, well, it's either sedan, tree, or bean field. Bean field. That was funny. So yeah, I love to drive. It really is kind of one of my big things. I love driving. I love to snowboard. I currently ride a Burton. I love to longboard. I currently have an Arbor longboard, pintail with gull wing trucks. I'm not sure about the bearings, and Arbor wheels. It looks pretty good. It's actually it's a very nice board. The bearings are super smooth. The trucks are a little squeaky, but at the same time, I'm usually wearing headsets, so it only bothers the people I'm riding past, which is funny. Other than that, snowmobiling, another big passion of mine. I recently just rebuilt my sled. I have a 2004 Arctic Firecat 600 EFI, not the Snow Pro version. It was the early build black version, so it's not the Snow Pro, but then that literally just means I don't have the upgraded shocks, which I just rebuilt them, so I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter. That thing performs fantastically for the kind of riding I do. A little bit of ditch banging, and then some decent trail riding, and then mainly field raiding. Field raiding, in case you don't know, is like when you see a field full of fresh powder and you raid it. Field raiding. It's awesome. It's a lot of fun. Super excited to see what type of people decide to follow my videos, what type of people are out there. I love reading comments, just seeing things that people have said and how supportive people can be. In the future, I will be uploading more gaming videos, hopefully some airsoft videos, definitely some wakeboarding videos. I totally forgot about wakeboarding. We just got a new Mastercraft NXT20 with blue and gray. Not exactly the way I would have gone. I was hoping to go blue and orange, not because of the football team. I don't watch football. It just looked good. It was super sharp and it's flashy. When you buy a big new boat, make it flashy. But it's got a wakeboard tower. It's a Mastercraft, so it's a Mastercraft with a new surf system on it. So I'm gonna get some surfing videos. I'm gonna get some wakeboarding videos. It's gonna be a lot of fun. This is gonna be a channel of variety, and suggestions are always acceptable. So like, comment, do whatever the fuck you want, and peace out from the machine.